Hey, what's up? I added One Piece into Sparking Zero. Why did I explode? Sparking Zero has been such an amazing game to play to mess around with. I'm absolutely terrible at it, but hey, for my first Budokai Tenkaichi game, I think I did pretty good.
Wrong!
Oh no, he's dead. But my skill level is not the important part here. Sparking Zero unleashed a potential that I could have only dreamed about, and that's modding. Now, I'm no stranger into modding things into games. Risk of Rain 2, Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk. But this is the newest Dragon Ball Z game. Flying around, kicking, shooting beams. It's absolutely, oh my god. And being able to add One Piece characters to fight Dragon Ball characters, it's a power scaler's dream. But modding Sparking Zero, how should I describe it? It's easy to do, but absolutely monstrously hard to learn. Now, despite my claims 2 seconds ago, I'm no savant. I'm just an imbecile who knows a little bit of Blender. So I'm no way qualified to imply that my mods are the supreme levels of quality. But after spending 2 months painstakingly trying to learn how to do this, I need some excuse for spending that much time on this. Now, there's 2 ways to do Sparking Zero modding: using a custom engine to create an entirely new character and allowing you to add custom moves, animation, auras, and transformations. My goodness. And then there's the old replacer method, using different programs and softwares to get what you want, and changing each thing manually and painfully. Now, why on earth would you do the old method instead of the custom engine, which allows you to do so much more? Well, apart from only realizing the custom engine was a thing until like halfway through, I mostly just wanted a simple way to add characters into the game. There's so many credits I want to give out that helped me along the way and provided me with the guides and the models. Like, oh my god, okay. And all these people's links will be in the description. Where do I start? The major person I gotta give credit to is the person who ripped all the One Piece models from the game. Being able to get such high quality assets from the game helped so much, and I couldn't thank them enough. And they also have some original models they created if you subscribe, so why don't you go do that? There's also the entire Dragon Ball Sparking Zero modding community. They have been a huge help whenever I needed questions answered, and especially to do with audio monitoring, oh my goodness. They provided all of the guides so people can actually learn how to do stuff. Now that being said, let's get into the good stuff. Welcome to the One Piece roster! Pay attention now, we're going in the order of which I'm most proud of in terms of how they turned out. So we have Nami and Robin. I lumped these 2 together because I'm not exactly proud of how they turned out. The models are good, I just don't think the proportions look correct for some reason. The Vidal one looks great. It might have to do with Robin's head, maybe? I don't know. But I'm glad I was actually able to add them so I can fulfill them into the crew. Tony Chopper! Replacing Goten. Now you can fulfill your dream of hugging Chopper. Oh, okay. Maybe not.
What's that?
But watch out, make Chopper mad, and he turns into the almighty, legendary Super Tanuki. I mean reindeer. Yeah. Next one we have Sanji.
It's me!
Honestly, kind of sad about Sanji. I wanted Sanji to be in his stealth black outfit since, you know, since using Dispo, he just spouts out about justice nonstop. So, I don't know, without it, he just kind of sounds really funny.
Gotta say, you're an enemy of justice if I've ever seen one.
And also, Dispo is like really small and skinny, so Sanji just looks really out of place all the time. But he still looks good though.
Kill yourself.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, get into the big boys, big honchos. We got Zoro. I'm so happy with how he turned out. He can actually use his katanas in his animations. Look how smooth that is. The only downside is that, you know, he has to have it on his back. But hey, I think it looks very worth it. Oh, it's so smooth. Oh, Usopp's a big one. He's actually the first character I added into the game. I knew he had to be adult Gohan when I realized I could achieve my dream of adding the greatest character ever alive. Soge Kingo! Being close friends with Usopp, I naturally had to pay homage to him while making normal adult Gohan Usopp. And that's not all. That's right, he can go Super Sniper and perform an ultimate Kamehameha with Chopper. And for a price, Nami can help out King with his final strike. This battle's tough. It's time to go even further beyond. What, you think he was gonna go Super Saiyan 2? Please. Essentially, Usopp was the main character I added, and I just kept on expanding from there. I even added Time Skip Usopp as future Gohan. It would probably make more sense if it was Shanks, but I thought, why not? It is still Gohan. And hey, his arm still works despite it all. Who knew? And now it's the Pirate King himself, Luffy! Now originally I wanted him to be Vegeta so he could, transform and then he could fuse with Goku to recreate the famous Goku plus a Luffy equals Goofy. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. For some reason, Vegeta's transformations don't actually change his face or hair, so you can't exactly attach a different model onto it. So I went for the next best thing, Baby Vegeta. Now, Baby Vegeta is probably the worst pick in terms of personality and powers. Honestly, I don't think Luffy said he wanted to commit genocide or he called Goku scum.
Your life literally is as valuable as a summer ant.
But at the very least, it allows for 3 extra transformations. But first, he transforms into Snake Man. I changed the model's pants color and added a cape, so it has more, flow to it. And also, because my 2 favorite boys share the same voice actor, I naturally had to replace Baby's voice with Krillin's. Although, because audio editing is extremely tedious, I kind of just replaced it, so he just says random things at any point. Hey, with a couple of audio splices, you could turn his Gallic gun into Gumma Gumma no Kamehameha! And I even added a custom skin for my good old pal Krillin as Luffy. Looking cool, Krillin. And hey, he even has his own destructo disc in Gear 5th. There's so much potential with these mods, oh my goodness. And that's not all. As we all know, Gear 5 has a secret technique, and we call it Gumma Gumma no Giants. Nothing brings a tear to my eye like giant Luffy picking up Goku like he's an action figure. You've seen the best, and now it's time for the super. It's the Iron Pirate himself, Franky! Franky is definitely my most polished character, sporting his shades that go up and down, hair flowing in the wind, and when he gets hurt, his cola fridge actually opens. And Franky was the first character where I delved into audio modding.
3秒以上押してください。
This meant extracting all of Android 13's grunts and speeches
It's over!
and replaced them all with Franky's from Pirate Warriors 4. I haven't changed the text to reflect his new voice, but hey, at least you can hit your opponent with a super! When you transform, you fuse with cola, become the great General Franky. And I added a filter to make Franky's voice sound robotic. I thought it was a nice touch. That may have been the best, but now it's time for the rest. Ace be Yamcha. What? The audacity. Absolutely despicable. What are you thinking? Now hear me out. Yamcha and Ace are kind of the butt of most people's jokes in their own series. They both have playful attitudes and a bit cocky, and they both also had a hole in their stomach. But that's just beside the issue. I also thought his spirit ball kind of looked like fire, so there, yeah, sure, why not? I also replaced the Wolf Fang Fist with something fire related, and I kind of just added the PNG of fire. Whoa, boom, Fire Fang Fist. It's PNG of fire. And school joke Brook is now Whis. Now, I was actually unaware because I didn't watch the dub of One Piece, but it turns out Brook and Whis actually share the same voice actor.
But I fear I may soon drown.
How are you gonna drown when you don't have lungs?
Good point. Ah!
And it's such a perfect swap. He's the tallest character and he has a slender body, and they're both very calm, and they both have a joking side. And I even replaced Whis' snacks with a cup of tea. And the animation turned out really good. Now, it's Garp the Fist as Jiren. I was debating between him and Akainu, since they're both Marines with their own sense of justice, but although Akainu is the more stern and more in-your-face about it, but I really wanted to add Garp. I just like him too much, and he did get a lot of hype after the anime. Oh, but it can't be all good, guys. It's time for some villains. Starting strong with Kaido, replacing Omega Shenron. Dragon for a dragon, perfect match. And because he can actually transform, it lets him have his hybrid form. Although his tail is a bit stiff. I still need to learn how to actually add bones from different characters. But now it's time for the most powerful character in all of fiction, Buggy the Clown. Replacing Mr. Satan because of course, they both share so much energy and bravado. It even let me replace the present attack with a Buggy Bomb. Although, unfortunately it disappears during the attack and I don't really know why it does that. Wait, camouflaging Buggy Bombs? Amazing! Oh, truly inspirational, Captain Buggy. And for his ultimate, I changed the text to Cross Guild will pay for it. Help me! Now I'm unsure who Boo will replace in the future, but either way, Buggy is just such a fun character to play as. And for the final villain, we've got Lucci in his awakened form, replacing Mr. Wolfman. Now originally I wanted to replace him with Luffy because his attack kind of looks like Gear Second, but after a while I just clicked how perfect it would be for Lucci. Unfortunately I didn't have time to do the other two characters for his brothers, so I just duplicated Lucci for the triple ultimate. He's using Zoro so fast, it looks like there's 3 of him. Wow, impressive. And just for fun, I added a Marine Soldier to replace the Freezer's Force Soldier. I also added some non-One Piece characters just for fun, such as my Dan model and my zombie costume, which comes with a headless variant when he takes too much damage. I also added a model for Glep for Chaozu, because Glep is just really funny, especially when Chaozu has no motion when he moves. It's just the funniest shit. And that's it for all the characters I've added. I've also added a bunch of One Piece tracks, from One Piece openings to theme songs. You can't play as Franky without the Franky theme. It just doesn't work. And the cool thing about Sparking Zero is whenever you go into Sparking mode, you can add your own track. So when you're playing a Zoro and you really want to demonstrate your tenacity, you can add the Zoro theme song. When he does his ultimate, oh my goodness, oh my god. It was very fun to play around and learn how to do the mods, although I'm probably not gonna continue it. My hyperfixation's like the wind, okay? If you want to play the mods for yourself, go for it. Thank you for watching, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.